Retiring early, what I wish I'd known sooner. I don't know if where you're at in your retirement journey, or if you've already retired and you wish you'd have planned a little better. I don't know if you're like me and you're waiting it out. You still got a little bit of time to go. But this seems to be a pretty popular topic as well, is people wanting to retire early. So here, and it makes sense, right? Because it sounds like it's a good time. There's a big allure to retiring early. And a lot of people don't look at it realistically, and I think that's what we need to talk about. So it is a dream for many. There's 45% of the people out there wish they could retire early. And I can tell you that if I had a plan better, I don't know if I would have retired early, but I'd feel better retiring now if I had to or could, because I'm still waiting on pension numbers either way. And so another piece of that too is that, people want to escape the grind. 84% of people are not satisfied and are tired of their job. And that makes sense too. I'm sick of my job. I can tell you, if I had more in my 401k to make up the difference in my pension numbers right now, I would probably consider it stronger. And it's only because you have to make it about money at some point, because that's what makes your retirement good. You got to have money to do the things and live the life and be able to pay your bills, right? And so considering that, if I had, let's say, another $200,000 or whatever in my 401k account, I wouldn't be worried about losing the $75,000 over the next 5 years that I would lose in my pension money difference. So just because I'll just take it out of there and I still have plenty in my 401k. So those numbers do matter. That's why budgeting and knowing your numbers makes a difference. Okay. And then everybody wants to have more time for their passions. Do the fun stuff. The thing that my wife and I do, and I've talked about this before every time I visit in Florida, is we go do the things we love Florida for. And that's the reason we wanted to live there. And I know people that have lived there for 20 years and haven't been to the beach in forever. I mean, forever. We have family that live there and they don't ever go to the beach. And that's one of the things that makes Florida great to us, is going to the beach. So, when we do that, and that's part of our passions, is we like to go and do those things. And having the time to do it now would be great. So every time we go and every time I'm down there, we make sure to take time to do those things. All right, so some of the unexpected things that happen for people that retire early, though, is what people need to understand, and what I hear a lot of people talk about. Part of that is this social isolation from not having a job anymore. You don't have that core group of people that you see every day, you get up and you hang out with and you have fun with and whatever. Even though it is work, it's still social. It's still you having companionship. And a lot of people don't have that anymore, and they miss that. Another part of that is there's a new rhythm to life. You're not getting up and having to be, my day starts at 4 a.m. every day. I'm up and at work by 4:30. My shift is over at 3:30 basically. And then I'm off to do whatever life has got left. And that's 6 and 7 days a week. That's a big commitment to a lifestyle and a rhythm that I've had for the almost 30 years at my current employer. And the jobs I had before that were very similar in structure. We worked 10 and 12-hour days at every other job I've ever had in machining and etc. And so it's very busy and it's a very long day, and that's the way it's always been. So readjusting that structure does matter. Another piece of this puzzle is that a lot of people don't figure in the unexpected changes financially that happen. When you're not on the company insurance plan anymore, or if you're on Medicare, you have to account for those Part B things. You have to account for out-of-pocket expenses. Luckily and fortunately for me, I'll be able to go on my wife's insurance when I retire, so that won't be an issue for some of us. But it is a factor that has to be considered. And you need to have a contingency plan to cover those expenses so that you don't run out of money sooner than you thought. So we've kind of outlined a few things. So what do you do to kind of get past that? Well, I think it really comes down to, you need to rediscover your purpose. What are you going to do in retirement? What's your goal? Do you have some passions you're going to actually fulfill? Whatever that might be. Maybe you're going to start training to run marathons. I don't know. Maybe you're a crazy person like that likes to run. But that's not me, but that could be you. And so you need to have and rediscover what that purpose is going to be. And you need to build a support network of people that are similar situations as you, that you have a core group of friends or family that are retired or similar, at least, that you can hang out with, bounce things off, play golf with, go play pickleball, whatever arts and crafts. My mom quilts, whatever it is. You need to have a core group of people to do that. And then you need to be flexible. You need to embrace being flexible with scheduling, with money, with time, with vacations, and you have more of that stuff, flexibility to work with. So that makes things a lot easier. So it's not just about escaping work. You still have a life you have to plan on, and you still have a life you have to live, and you want to live it the best that you can. So I hope this helps a little bit. Give me a like or comment. I appreciate it, and we will talk to you next time.